Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. My streams, they're for more mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind as you watch this playthrough. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Let's go ahead and jump into Hello Kitty Island Adventure today and see what's in store for the paper parade. I'm excited for the results of, again, what we'll be receiving today. Super, super excited. And we will also see what other quests, let alone visitors that are here today. Of course, last time too, we got big challenges up to level 20. So let's go. Welcome back. No. Poco, buddy. We get a Friendship Bouquet? Holy. There it is! There it is! There it is! There it is! Pastel rainbow or origami crane hat. Ha! It's a crane! We win! GG's. Now, you may wonder, why would I be so excited? Well, if you've paid attention, if you've looked around, if you've maybe have seen this when I have only edited ever so recently, let alone on and around all about the YouTube. If you check out the thumbnail, and if you look at the cat down below when it's done, right now you won't really see that, but you know, in the YouTube sense, you'd see it, you see it. That's the whole bit. That's my crane business. So, you know what we're even gonna do? We're not even gonna hesitate. We are gonna do this with the other button because I know how the controls work. What am I talking about? I don't know anything. I actually also don't know how this is organized. Still? Okay, there it is. Yes! Look at us. And I will be donning this crane and other variations of it as time goes on because I gotta represent. So here I am representing. Let's go, paper cranes! And also for anyone watching on YouTube, if you do happen to want one that I make for you, then go over to the Twitch channel @_Liz and follow there. I'll send you a whisper or type in chat and let me know, and I'll be able to make you one. And also that means you'll help us make a closer gain to 750 paper cranes made. That's right, that's how many I've made so far. You want to help us out? Up to you. That's my awkward plugin. Thank you for coming to the short clip that this is and video that this is. Thank you. But yes, that was just my little bit. I'm just gonna have that for other stuff. But speaking of other stuff, we gotta do this. Yeah, that's right. Collect all the things for me. And then, I'm so curious. I would like you to find something. Is it because I'm logging in? I have to know. But that's 16 versus the 15, so I guess, and then that's 37. 45, I mean, that's 100, that's 50, 118. Sorry, 113, 50. I don't get what they're doing. But for a bit, and for, again, a different video time space when I was going through this, I was informed that, again, my idea, again, ignoring that I will just miss out on that, but that I was not on the right track, that this was a crane. But I was like, in my head, I was like, yes, it has to be. I mean, it's so cool to see it in person. I can't get over it. And I just wanted to double check to see if anything was there, since, of course, it is coming to an end very, very soon. All the sorts of celebrations, but I am so happy right now. Wee. And of course, this was all brought to the fact that I was actually logging into the game, and I felt like I had to do it because, again, represent, right? But since we do have him with us... Okay. And the only thing is that I have to invest in this if I want to. I'm willing to get 3. And then thank you. Ooh, ×2. Let's go, buddy. And then 15. And I have no idea how to pronounce that. Usonka? Hat. But it's in periwinkle. I'm gonna do it. It hurt. It hurt a lot. So much money. That is, in a matter of speaking, so much money. I mean, again, they don't work in money, but it always does little cha-chings down. But so much in trade is the better way to put that, and we'll just do this. Great. I'm glad he helped out, though, when he could. Okay, I did splurge a while back, to be fair. This is just one piece of the puzzle that I'm missing, but that just means I need to talk to them. I forget where I put this. Classic. Never beat the odds, the allegations of those feathers, though. Oh, man. And typical. But I guess I'll just invest in 2 because, again, it's just, thank you, a nice, just way to have more places, well, I guess it is a place, but more items to place items on. We'll go ahead and also invest in the coastal decorative plant. I do like to place the plants. It's been a little bit. Ooh, ×2. ×2 wobble, and then the coastal nightstand. Again, it doesn't show us exactly how many we have. Thank you. 1. But in theory, again, we can go past the max, so whatever that means. I think I'm gonna go to the stars, but also there. No, I mean, well, there is, but there isn't. I'm all turned around at this point. We're speaking of being turned around. Nothing has surprised itself yet, but catch a fish with that tag because I absolutely know what kind of fish have that tag. Oh boy, here we go again. Use the composter. Oh, okay. And then take a picture at the rainbow reef. Okay. I'm a little bit, though, I would say, annoyed. I'll just call you. Because the island is kind of in a not so happy place. And I was hoping that I did more or less the right things to get the island in the happier place. But now at this point, if it truly means that we need to get, you know who, to a specific level, that is just annoying. Because she's not even close. But speaking of close, do we do it? We don't, but we got closer, and that's the bit. I didn't think it was gonna, but it definitely feels sometimes closer with them than her. So, of course, you know what that means. We gotta do a little mini game again. Just gonna collect these, though. This is just die for us, basically. And then we're gonna go here. guess we'll actually just start here. Just for the sake of the fact that the flowers are all messed up, man. I don't get it, dude. Why are they so messed up, though? Like, what happened with this update? Again, I understand why they want to maybe slow down your profiting. But oops, I don't see the issue. It's so hard to do anything in this darn area anyways. Oops. Okay. Let's not do any of that business. Let's just do this. Why? I don't need to do this much. Just do one, right? But I'm gonna do 100. Here we go. And of course, the star rating, while it does, you know, its thing, it's not nearly enough. No. Buddy. You gotta come by and ask a little more. So what's my perfect vacation? This, and then you might, I like that, sure. Sorry. And then see you later. And then almost. Again, they're famous words of almost, and this is how almost is never quite enough. 4. Just one more time. We do the quest, and then we get the thing that I want to unlock so badly so that we can work on the next friend. That is the issue. That is the only issue. But I'm glad we're closer. Guess. You could say. I mean, also, you know, Rosanna's also here, just chilling. We'll just collect. Why not? I mean, hi. I guess so. But it could also just be you. It's fine. We live on, and honestly, out of the two, it is really Poco that we want. I mean, she'll still help too, because we need all the friends to move in, so then we can get another quest going. Oh, it's so slow. Did I miss one? I don't. Well, yes and no. But I might have missed it. Or not. Oh, I did it too late. Too early, too late, too late, too early. Thank you. Let's go. Again. Is that too late? Oh, too late. Or no, never mind. It was all, I mean, I did it perfectly, flawlessly. There's nothing in the world that can convince you otherwise. I just have that skill. Also, I just realized that they're not advertising something else on this board. That's curious. Oh well. Now, how close are we? Is it? Do we at least get friendship with, you know, who over here? I also honestly might want to reset, which means we've got to talk to everybody and do the whole other thing that I done, or did, sorry, the last time. I reset with the bouquet, but like, why not? But okay, yes, we should be able to. The game cannot troll me anymore. Let's get it. Yes, friendship grows to 17. Oh my gosh. Master Gardener ability unlocked. So now from this, it's a 50% chance to get a bonus seed from the dispenser. Again, not really the most exciting thing to me personally, but all in all, that is basically it. I think 2 for the companion abilities. Yeah, basically. So, on top of that though, we have a very important site here, and that is another color palette, which I'm excited for. So, though, it's gonna take forever. Oh my gosh, it's gonna take forever. Oh my god. I'm not looking forward to it, but, let's have her. You know, actually, before I totally leave, let me see here. Yes. Yes. I'm looking at the tags. Okay, yep. That's what I figured. Sorry, that it's the wrong trigger. Meant this one. See now, that's just confusing. Any of them, or do I need to put a bait? No, we're good. Is that you say tropical, but most of them have like very specific tags for the area that they can be found in. So why not just say in the area? Thank you. Like, I'm just curious. But also, it still wasn't quite it, but that's just... Or is that... Oh my gosh, it's similar. That's where I got it wrong. But you get the gist of what I was trying to do, but... Ah! Oh no, it's like another game where they look similar. Where is it? This one. Sorry, I'm trying to get them like right side by side. Is a palm? There we go. Palm versus a tree. Clearly they're different. Who am I kidding? It's just me. And wow, palm tree. But my point still stands. Why not? I was less paying attention to the fish though. I'm trying to really embrace the tags. These are still visually bugged, aren't they? Not these, but the other ones over there. Which is pretty funny. Sorry. Okay. There we go. And lastly, just take a photo. So. We'll go ahead and do that. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to select that one or go back to the regular quest for Knowles. It's been oddly though going to these all of a sudden and then it goes back. I don't really get it. The inconsistency is strong. I don't remember those being there. But then again, why would I say such a thing when I don't even know how any of these fish spawn? Okay, then I think not some of these. Oh, yeah, not some of these. I was curious. She's on the ground too, which is so bizarre to me. I don't know what happened. I can't even see it that well, but it's okay. Happy I am either way. The crane on our head. So cool. Alright. Then... oh, it's the weekend again, so they're at the club. For a moment I was like, what? Where'd everyone go? Bingo? No. But it could be bingo night. So what's up? I do have the purpose of getting that iron. Thanks for helping me out. And then see you. You've been a good friend. And then you almost want to stay here forever. But not quite. But hey, progress is progress. In the right direction there, so. I'm enjoying it all the same. I felt like I more floated over that than jumped at the end there, but... oh, right, you don't go. Sorry. Nope, I do mean the plaza. Getting all turned around on which one I'm selecting to do fast travel. Let's go ahead and do this then. I don't get why she can but can't. It's very weird. But it's fine. The majority of them we can just give the gift to. I don't think I have any more for him. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about those. We'll see again. I have one. I can do that. Because we still need the boxes. Unfortunately. I don't remember who I haven't talked to for the paper parade. And they haven't changed this. Which is fine. This. And then I just gotta be careful when talking with them because it may be a little odd. But I don't have anything for them. I mean, odd as in because then they'll start the other bit. So just be careful. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I just can't ask him about the other bit. I know I don't have anything for her. And then... okay, I still had leftover basically. And then for Peropi... 2... oh, yo. You. That was an accident though too. And then you. Okay, yeah, I ran out, so I gotta make that as well. So I don't think anybody here, let alone, I mean, these two, which I mean, one of them was too late, but I just don't talk to them. Were you ever afraid of the dark when you were little? Yeah. Give us that and bend my paper crafts into your hands. Thanks for picking them up. And that's about it. Okay, great, grand. Nothing else to do here. Sorry, meant back here then. Because also, I don't really talk to you, so what's your favorite flower? Can't just choose one. Paper crafts. I have made paper crafts for the float. I wasn't sure what to make at first, and I wanted to do something special. It's a special occasion. So, what did you make? Eventually, I decided to make paper flowers. That's not how you pronounce that. I think they came out quite well. I can't wait to see. Flowers of all kinds are great. Did you know that flowers can have many meanings? Bell buns mean hope and good luck in love. Dandelions are supposed to be good for making wishes. And pentstemons are cheerful no matter the weather. Like magic wishes. Flowers always feel hopeful. Luck and love, you say? Oh, what? What makes bouquets having lots of different kinds and colors of flowers next to each other. Ooh, so I made plenty of different varieties. Starfall somewhere. Here are my paper crafts. Thank you for collecting them for the float. In Gemstone Mountain, specifically. Okay, that makes more sense that I actually have not talked to her about it. Though now I don't know who would be the last person. That was also very short. Sorry, they're all in the reef. Yeah, talk to Cinnamon Roll. Talk to them too, or so I thought. I guess I could just talk to them again, honestly. It's not a big deal to me, actually. Fine. Oh, man. I mean, they still work out. It's just the... I guess you could say... Not pattern, but order. It's all off to me now. But, oh, sorry, I forgot. Since we just became best friends with him, he actually has dialogue. It's been so long since this has happened. Something about defrosting, Garl. Thank you, Garl. As you know, I love exploring all over the island, Garl. If I tell you what to look for, if you tell me what... Tell me what to look for, I can collect things for you. Garl, now what can I do for you? My bad. Garl, here they are. Be careful adding my paper crafts to the float. Thanks. So I've already talked to him, but like, I forgot about that part. So yes, Buddy and Pal, definitely grand. Yeah, we're good with all that. We forgot to do one other thing though in the meadow, but we're gonna be back all around anyway, so it's fine. But yep, best friends, best buds, best pals. My bad. Never thought that after the defrosting we would become friends. Oh man. I'm just too used to their regular, just almost you could say nothing dialogue. I don't mean to be though. Thank you. Okay, I'm trying to think of exactly the best way to go about this, but I think some of the best way is to actually open these. So that way we can get the resources. So that way we can make the stuff that we need to for the ones that actually gave us the resources that we use. Some of them are not at all what we're gonna use. And then we can hope So basically at first too, what I want to do is I want to give everything that I can to them right now before I reset them. Even though I know I'm gonna have to keep track of that. But it's okay. And they're all bunched up right now, so that makes it a little bit more difficult, but it is fine. So. Yay. Wrong. Forgot. I do like how automatic it is for the companion, like as soon as you call them. But man, it stresses me out a little bit when they're not right there, right by our side. I'm gonna actually make 10. We're just gonna rock it. I think he got stuck. I need more fabric. Yep, just more fabric, okay. This is fine. Yes. Yes, you will. 2. Again? I guess it's fine if I do 10 as well. I mean, it's not a big deal. And then we go to the harder part of deciding what to use to make what. I don't know what else to use these for, honestly, so... Not really. Extra fabric, 3. The joke of iron in its finest form. Mm-hmm. 7, dude. And then these, I mean... When will be the day? I'm just gonna eat them again. Oh, these quests are so funny. I actually really do want to go to the Island Spirit. I guess I'll go by myself and then see what there is to be said. Because... oh boy, it's just, again, the empty void right now. 11. I made one on purpose. I'm just curious about something. Okay, yeah. Curiosity was answered. Not that it really answered much more than what I felt like I already knew, but... I feel like by making more... already the percent seems just ever so much higher. Let's see here. How far does the math go? 50. And then 14. Problem is, I don't actually remember which ones I've made and which ones I haven't. I would have to look at the list. Because I put them in some of their homes. That's why there's also more. And there was like a quest for one or something. Yeah. This is also very interesting because you also need to use these for other stuff. But honestly, I'm just gonna do it. Again, sometimes I do wish there was a way that I could just hit the other trigger to go to the max. But that's not how that works. We got 13. Still gonna hold out on the sticks though. I go back here. Oh right, they cost 50. I forgot. Huh. I forgot that it even said after. But since we have some, we're gonna basically make these two. Why not? But I'm only gonna make one. So it's gonna be a bit of a slow crawl. But then we're also gonna make the other stuff that I skipped out on because I didn't have enough, and then should be okay depending on where they fall. If you make one, that's all you get. He's like, I'm not gonna help you out on that one. If you make more than one. It'd be interesting too if you had little quips to say. Also kind of scary, but like as in just like, whoa. What now? And then this. And then again, just two more. And then actually maybe there's a couple of other things I want to make too, or need to. So then I can make the other part. I forgot. We have enough sticks. Maybe I gotta actually go and collect stuff. Oopsies. Maybe I'll be fine. Again, at this point, it's mostly for their character hats. But also, again, for some of them, I'm like, I need the resources. So, that's kind of where we stand with it. Ooh. Does take the sticks. I feel like I will wait. Just because of the sticks. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then the sparks for those. Because I still do want to finish that out. And then more sticks, which is inevitable. But it's fine. Because this one's a little different. Just a little. And then also I need the sticks for the other piece too. 2 art supply though. I just want to know what his limit is for it. I just skip by his. Limit being like when it actually gives you the stuff. That is the bonus. But right there, you could have a little quip. This it may seem a little wild. Don't think about it. This is gonna be really slow. Don't look. You saw nothing. I read something on the internet, okay? I'm believing it's true. Heck yeah. He even gave us 3. After I made 5. 5 feels like a good solid limit. We're on our way there already. Oh good, I thought I had to make actually some, so never mind. We are good. I'll do that. Just have one as a spare. So I feel like that's interesting too. On how they've changed the way he interacts when you use the crafting bench. No, I haven't made this one. Well, okay, thanks. Again, it's still random for the one, but it feels very different. Otherwise, I guess I wouldn't have made one. There we go. Stock up on those shells again. Shoot! 6. And then... here we go. Oh, I shouldn't talk to her. That's okay. I gotta be careful. It bothers me so much. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over it. It doesn't make any sense. At least to me, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you're gonna have them like that, at least have it so that you have one more opportunity to get the iron. And then especially for the quest. Oh man, could do that. Let's make the one. I mean, we have enough to make more stars. It's not an issue. But, you know, when he comes on through, it's great. I'm just double checking to see if there's anything else I wanted to do right now, and I don't think so. I mean, out of the randomness that's still around. But at least we got more trinkets done. Is everyone back to where they're supposed to be or going to be? Yes, and it's just gonna be Starfall again, which is a little bit disappointing. But it's okay. That will be busy catching up. So again, Choco Cat was done, though. I guess actually now that everyone is back, this will be easier. Right. Might as well collect them. So now with the 2, he gave us an extra. And then you. Honestly, unless they're gonna change it so that you actually need the glitches for something, I'm probably not gonna be giving it to him after I get the oops character hat, though. Then again, it's always famous last words saying, oh, I don't need that. Okay, I could get a fabric. Is it worth it? I didn't make his. Ugh. I thought I did, but I didn't. I gotta go back. I don't know why I thought I did. Just gonna say hello. Because I need it. Thanks. You're welcome. Of course, you're welcome. Yep, that's right. It's a ways out. Because I got confused because I would just talk to him. Didn't realize that I didn't actually do a quest. And that's how they keep you coming back for more. Okay, that's a new one, I guess? I guess. Just go to Matsumaru first. That's okay. Thanks for the paper. I was like, wait, why is it like that on the map? Then I have an idea of who it is. Maybe? Oh, what's up, buddy? Right one. Just hopping away, hopping through life. And then again, it did technically Starfall. Whoop. So not one over here this time. Okay. It's somewhere super random, but not random. Yes. Oh, I keep on forgetting you. Not you. Not. Oh my gosh. You. That we had this. Whoops. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Whoops. Pay no mind that I totally forgot about that last time. Wrong buttons all around. Or wrong. It's fine. I either go here to go to the map or I hit the other button and then I'm like trying to train myself not to hit that button too much because of a different game. I think that's what's happening. Whoop. Oh my gosh, I forgot to change his colors and I was like, wait, what color? I felt like talking to all of them was a fever dream. Because I feel like I'm missing. That I did it. It happened so fast. Oh, gotta love when they're all in the comedy club. Alright. Yes. Sort of. Only sort of because I gotta... I gotta do this again. Whoopsies. Spammed it so much. Missed out. But again, the dream is to call them is so beautiful. Or that is just to call them. And then, as much as I complain about the way that they do this, as soon as they change it, I'm gonna be like, what the heck? It's so gonna happen. I actually do need one extra. Maybe. Well, he'll also possibly give us extra, so it's fine. Extra on top of the extra. That's right. See, your energy is the same energy that I'm gonna need Top Hat to have. It's fine. Whatever. Oh my gosh, I just can't today. I can't at all. I got lazy and I didn't just I just was like, yep, that's where I wanted to go, and I'm like, nope, that's not it. I think I understand actually what happened, but we're gonna pretend it didn't happen, and I've done that maybe twice, so it makes sense. And here we go. After I get the right friend. Assuming the game did the work that needed to be done. That's right. That's right. Okay. So again, I opened them though, just so that we'd have extras, so that way when we made the stuff, we were all done and settled. But alas. Everyone is sort of done, but not entirely done in their own way. Especially with that secret little spot. So, of course, the game would tell me to. The game always will. Always be reminded. But friendship is desperately needed. If I do this correctly, nothing will go wrong. Oh dear. And then I do it incorrectly and then everything is wrong. It's all ruined. Everything is soiled, spoiled, you name it. I'm gonna try to avoid that. Oh gosh, why? All for their darn boxes that I still say in my mind they're capsules. Thank you. Alright. And then I know it popped up to remind me that I could fertilize anytime I want. But then deep down I'm like, no thank you. But very strategically also can place stuff there and then you're like, oh no. I just meant to pick it instead of fertilize. That's truly the tragic moment of every time I'm near a plot of flowers, which there's gonna be an increased plottage soon enough. Be like in 2 weeks or something. When he's feeling like, oh yeah, that place. I liked that place a lot. I have one last quest. Hey, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking why not I stay here forever. But if you don't want me, you can kick me out. And I'll be like, no! And then you're here forever. And then in turn, we get that quest going. That's all I want in this life. Oh, so then we can get the next friend moving. That's all it is. In terms of, well, wish me mouse friends. There you go. I'm gonna hit it. Okay. Just making sure he didn't move again. I don't really understand and pay attention to his patterns all that much. But he'll end up there again. Talking to Batsumaru. Shooting the breeze. As one does. Uh-huh. The problem is, out of all the weather phenomena right now, like as much as like that was probably the most exciting moment in the game, I'm not as excited to come across them as I once was. I can stay up there. Oh. So close. There you go. And then, oh my gosh, I forgot. You know, I just remembered again. It would be a little bit easier, just slightly, except for these two. Once they're all in here, what I mean by these two, of course, is when they do up there, sorry, their stand-up comedy. But I totally forgot. Can you? That's fine. And then, most important. Thanks. So I guess I'll just do this too. Even though I don't understand the point now of these. In the sense of, are they gonna add more? And also make them better? I'm still a little sad about how that turned out, honestly. Just a little bit. Because though, even let's say I didn't have some of them recipe wise, I still think I would be bummed. Mostly because it wasn't furniture. Or something like that. Which I feel like the furniture would be more exciting. Alright. How long do you plan to stay here, buddy? Not that long. Which is great. Makes it easy. I'm not talking about them about the other stuff right now, but probably actually should ask you. Just right there. Oh. Let's see. You can find. Honestly, find those. Find the mushies. And then we'll go here. And then... So cozy. Again, he's just gonna stay like that for a little bit longer. Okay. So I think for sure it's just you two, so we're gonna do this. And then I believe this should take us to what we need. Well, except for one more, but you know, slow and steady. The next time, or the next time, should work. But I can't believe in friendship growing to level 18. Let's go. Next we get glowing star crafting plans, and then of course the final reward is being the closest BFFs we could ever be. But yes, new color palette. So before I enter the field of flowers once more, we can just go here. Hi. Do this, and how do they actually organize it? I just don't. Gosh, I wish it would be a little bit different. But speaking of different, there we go. I don't actually have a lot, but there we are as well. Don't have truly a huge variety of the monocle. Either, but I'm willing to rock that. Or I can go back to that one, and then now the wings are absolutely not right. Whoops, sorry. Forgot that one doesn't work. What? Okay, yeah. We'll just say, which way, which why, how? There we go. We're good. Now, I know I could also technically put on the other paper outfits, yes, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like them. So... yeah, that's why I did that. So, oops. Again, we won't be rocking this necessarily too long, but I'm gonna rock it as long as I can, so we might be a little bit till we, of course, see the next color palette. And then the next color palette, because, well, hee. That's basically almost right around the corner, too. But, further away than I could ever report. So, again, I do not get this way that they want you to do this, but another one has been made. And then another one has also been made. And then I actually take a peek at it. It's right there. Just run away. Again, I know there's a way, but I don't want to do that. So, we can... Oops, sorry, I did this. I don't, again, know why they made this so complicated. I was just like, yes. Yes? Surely. Huh. Okay, that's fine. The way that they are facing is what's throwing me off. Because it's not how it's like in the other areas at all. And then here we go. And then collect. Alright. And then two. Or did I not have what I thought I had? That is exactly what happened. That's fine. Whoops. Okay. That is my mistake, so I'll just do that. Heavy sigh. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's about it. And then just just completely and utterly forget having any combo. That's great. And then I was just curious, because I actually haven't gone back there just by myself. I sense a strong friendship growing here. Try bringing one of your best friends on the island. Okay. Well, that's too bad that there wasn't something different. Because then also the island is all like, no thank you, hard pass. They're kind of dead to me still. Sorry, I did exactly what I said. I don't actually do too much, but then just did it anyways. Did that work? Yes, okay. Because technically, if you sense such a strong friendship, then why in the world are you so against them? Still. You know what I mean? And then, like, who's really talking? He went away! He's like, oh, well, I heard you loud and clear. And then, okay, so yeah, I didn't have to do it that way either. I could just easily just call him over. Which is interesting. Don't think I've... No, I don't think so. I mean, because we wouldn't have had it, so... That's kind of funny. And then same energy. Same energy. I'm just curious. I know we're not, but... Bye. I sense a strong friendship growing here. Try bringing one of your best friends on the island, and then that the same thing. Look at the question marks. Whoa! Freaky. Okay. That was just very fascinating to me. Haven't done that. Only really ever brought them when they were maxed, so. So interesting. I think they may have messed up the little text boxes there a little bit, but that's okay. So again, it's just a hard, you know, I'm not feeling it, but you know, when the time's right, but the time is never gonna be right. This is just so freaking slow. And of course, sorry, no offense though. But in terms of everything else though, we got some things going, especially for the Under the Sea. It's technically done, which is cool. And as for Paper Braid, yeah, I missed out on that. But more importantly, we got the pastel rainbow origami crane hat. So that again was the true goal. And we got a new disc. Made some more trinkets, almost at 100. Almost. And then for weather, way too expensive. Just, it's not cool. It's not cool at all, man. No, sorry, wrong buttons. But this is, again, the real kicker is that the next time that I plan to jump in, be able to get the recipes. Already got the recipe for that. This is where, again, it falls flat because I did not. Oh, again, it hurts just ever so slightly. But again, we got the main goal. And then again, once I log in again, get the final one. And then that's all set. And then again, this one still going strong. So that's the only one that sucks. Which sucks all the same. But okay, at least I put in the effort for the one that I really wanted. And luckily, this was the only the timing that it was versus the other. So, as for, I guess next is that basically we're just again on another waiting game on the visitors that will be visiting. Coco, come on now. And then you could say technically Roseanne as well. Fine. But then from there, we will still continue with, of course, getting these lovely boxes. Getting trolled every step of the way as we open them. But all in all, overall, happy with the sort of progress. Happy with sort of the place where we also stand with the game. But there are still some things that I hope to see in the future that get cleaned up a little bit when it comes to just little minor inconveniences of how things just still kind of work and operate. But I am super curious about, again, what is to come for event-wise, because it seems that there, while a break in between some there is, or they do kind of bundle up together, it seems like there at least is something happening all the time, which is nice. But some feel more developed with kind of an away story versus others, which is totally fine. But I was a little bit more, you could say, hoping that something was going to be for the parade. Just a little bit. Not asking for too much, I hope, but I was hoping there was. And then adding to it is a cute concept and how it expanded, but then I'm also like, but then what happens next? Or how do you know when it's air quotes capped? Exactly. Because then, right, then you have to spend the boxes for also my melodies wares. That is from the previous time that the event occurred. So then it's just like this gamble of like, oh no, the new stuff for the old stuff. And of course, logging in enough days, then sure you may get enough, but it still feels, I would say, a lot harder than some of the other events too, considering that, considering that also this was it, which was nice, right? It was a good, nice push. You know, 15 did carry very well enough, and again, you do get some of the items, but they go by so fast. And only getting 3 a day, and then it just being the boxes as well, just kind of was a little bit, oh, it would have been funner to see their craftsmanship, if you will, also in maybe some of their spaces. Kind of like how with the month of May, how Batsumaru had the shells. Just as a prank, sure. And then my Melody had that egg outside her shop, which magically disappeared. So just a little bit more of that would be cool to feel like it's a little bit more, you could say, lively. Though as far as, well, the next steps for me in terms of the game is just, again, the slow leveling. That's basically it. We're gonna go with no thanks. See you later. Don't forget, you can call. That's always a fun little dialogue that they added, because I wasn't expecting it the first time, but I barely dismissed them. But with the slow crawl, it'll just be also, if we get another bouquet that is a friendship bouquet, I feel like I would want to reset them, but otherwise I don't feel the strongest need to do that personally. I don't know if I'm making the mistakes, but at the same time, asking them to collect the stuff is probably going to be what I'll still try to continue. But of course, for the ones that we have, you could say, an easier time with what they like, then I'm going to feel more inclined to give them the gifts and then also to work towards their character hats. Unless, again, they want to make some changes where we can actually, well, get more of the resources, because I know that's just been a huge issue for them in this game of, I guess you could say, finding their happy balance with it. But I feel like, minus even the deluxe bit, it should just be a little bit more, you could say, on the generous side, I would want to say, when it comes to having them out and about. And I wouldn't say that I would want it to be where I would always run into stuff if I'm going around the island. I don't think it needs to be like that. But as just as a base of what could be collected, I think I would rather have that. Just as the way that I play, even though I, of course, as I've mentioned plenty of time, right? I love going around. I love collecting what I can, and if I see it, I'm like, ooh, yes. But also, it's just nice to just kind of turn your brain off and get them to collect it and wait for the next day, which I mean still emphasizes, right, that next day kind of grind, if you will. But if the grind ends so quickly, then again, what's the point? Especially if you need it for two, again, characters. Having two characters needing to have the same material, even though they don't ask for much of the material, is still a lot. And then, of course, at the beginning, right, of how the game goes, the fact that you need iron for so many things, let alone sticks and such. Oh man, for the wooden blocks, it almost feels sometimes a little hopeless. Because then it's just like you're just grasping at straws every time. So if they really wanted again too, right, for the login bit, then just have it so that, yeah, tomorrow, fine, if you really need to push the quests out. But I for sure would rather have more materials than fewer out. If that makes sense on the collecting bit. And then as far as the visuals go for the collecting, well, that's a choice. Which could be definitely a lot better in some instances, but that's just me. 28. And let's get you to get those, actually. And then over here. Whoa. I barely even looked at that. I was just looking at more of like, oh, nope, how can I go to the dialogue? I hit the wrong thing. Here's his outfits. Redo. Okay. Nope. I do have a question, but I need to go to the next bit about something else, and then we can select it. So, we are gonna go with you getting the 16 for some reason. Don't really get it. And then I have a question. Again, I have some theories, but you get that. Choco Cat. You can get those. And then you, buddy. I have a question. Can get those. And then actually, because I forgot, even though he literally told us. I guess this is fine. I haven't really ever thought about it, but this probably makes the most sense. What's that? No, you two can actually find stuff. So like, for example, if we talk to you and then we go this way, and then you can go ahead to find. Only 10 and only 10. Ha! 11 though. And then I'm actually curious for something else really quickly. Okay. I just wanted to know. I bet he does too. They're just waiting. They're waiting for their quest to begin, but oh my gosh, this is forever. Okay, and then I totally forget what I said to the knoll, but I was also half waiting for them to actually go to the comedy club. I can't lie. Just so that it's easier. But yes, okay, good. I know I was around here and I went in there. That's why I was like, yes. And then I was like, man, why is she still there? She should be at the club, taking in all the sights and sounds. But speaking of taking in all the sights and sounds, we were good. Oh my gosh, I felt this whole time. I was like, wow, no one was with us. Oops. God, I dismissed everyone. So, speaking of dismissing everyone, we are good to dismiss everyone else that is in terms of speaking with. Granted, they're just vibing. I mean, I guess we could collect it, but it's okay not to as well. I can be happy and move on from collecting it, but alas, hopefully our true collection is collecting more residents here. Hopefully they get more and more excited to stay around and also come back a little bit sooner, though that's based off of the random weeks that they need to take breaks in between. But I do really feel that by me making so many more residential cabins, that's right, eventually they do become residents, and it's basically their new living spaces. I always mess that up. And they don't really look like cabins to me, but that, again, we do have ones that actually want to stay here longer. And then, of course, speaking of staying here longer, the longer that this friendship takes, the more I grow mad. But, again, for Kiki and Lala, we are slowly but surely getting to the point, too, where we get their companion ability. Because, oh my gosh, it's fine, though. Yeah, now that I really actually see that they're the same, thinking about it, because I never really switched like this either through them and pay attention to anything else too much. Then why couldn't one of them have the companion ability to help us out with, well, why would they help us out anyways? But why wouldn't they have it so that then we can get maybe the same benefits at the creation station? Man, shoot. Missed opportunity. What else I was gonna add? I guess maybe, yeah, that was basically my one little bit. I mean, I know I was talking about how like big challenges could even have another companion ability, but I think I was gonna add then with though theirs, very odd that it would be about the weather, considering they're like, oh no, we can't meddle. But speaking of meddling, how much do we have to meddle with our friendship with Wish Me Mel to finally get more progression in this gosh darn story of the island? The secrets. I thought I was having enough of the time that I needed, but alas, island is like, still not feeling it today, which is tragic. So tragic. Rainbow Reef has got it. All the starfall, all the time. Nothing but starfall. Nothing but. But I think for now, my ranting for now is complete. And I think as of now, let's go ahead and switch this up for how I wrap up playing for today and actually go to the main menu. What? I do like to do an extra save before I totally quit to the main menu just to be on the safe side. Though this game seems to save quite a bit, but alas, at the same time, never enough will save us from the ever-changing title screens. Curiouser and curiouser as to, again, what it possibly could change to as we go further into the year. But with this newer title scene in the sense of having the lemonade and chair down there and the tunes, it's been fun all the same to see what they are bringing, and also seeing if anything will ever pop up again over there by, or at least above the setting icon, because that didn't really quite show up as much as I was expecting it to. Earlier on it did a little bit more so. We'll just have to see what the future holds, but of course, what the future will hold is surely more friendship, yes? And again, will the island ever be satisfied with us enough to thus help us progress in terms of the mystery? Because the quests are there, and also speaking of quests, where in the world? In Gemstone, in the Gemstone Mountain, sorry, yes, that totally made sense, is this secret new spot? Will it be revealed? When will it be revealed? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.